Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. So let's get started. So in this video, guys, we're going to be going over how you could start selling on Amazon in 2019. You could use this strategy for basically any year. I've been doing it for years, and you can do it too. So I know we've all thought about selling things on Amazon, even eBay. I'm going to be focusing more on Amazon because I use them more. eBay's very similar, we all know this. But I'll be going to be going over two main factors to focus on when you're starting to sell on Amazon. Very simple. You could start right away, but you need to focus on these factors, and also give you a couple examples how I made money on Amazon. Now real quick, I wanted to make this video because I recently started getting back into Amazon, and I am starting to sell more things. By the way, if you want to buy any Xbox games, Xbox console, so like I said, I've been doing this for years. I mean, it's been on and off, but I did start in college. It started in college because I wanted to get rid of my freaking textbooks. I'm never going to use them afterwards. I mean, maybe for my major, like business, maybe I'll keep them, whatever. So the rest of them I got rid of. And when I was doing that, I either got all my money back or maybe like slightly less. Or I even made a profit sometimes. So that's how I got started. So this brings up the first great thing of why you should start it, is you already have stuff laying around. Either if you're in college, just got out of college, graduated, congratulations. You could start selling what you already have, because you don't need it or want it. It's just, you know, laying in a corner. You could actually make money off of it. You could even make space in your place. So if you do want to sell your old textbooks, your old games, your sibling, I'm not telling you to sell your sibling. However, I am saying if you're thinking that is an entrepreneurial mindset, and I'm proud of you. So when I first got involved, it was great because you set it up, you go on like Amazon.com, the website, you go to the bottom, and you could create a selling account. And when you do that, you're able to sell things on Amazon. So you could go to an Amazon listing, so you type in what you want to sell, and then you could end up selling your own. So you could write the description of what you have, the price you want to sell it for, and all that good stuff. So you already got one idea of like selling stuff that you already have. Now, one huge example that I love thinking about, because it was a great idea, of how I actually made profit of this. And you don't only have to focus on like textbooks, you can focus on other items. You could use this mindset and thought process to do it in your own way. So what I did, I was going to college, and of course you needed textbooks. I took applied mathematics and statistics. That was a bad choice, but I did it anyway. So anyway, this textbook, I went to the bookstore just to see their prices. Bookstores usually are ripoffs and scams, and don't go there. But I looked anyway, and I saw that this textbook was $20 in the bookstore. However, on Amazon, they were actually selling for 80 bucks. So, because I wanted to make money, I actually listed that book on Amazon. And when someone bought it, I would go to the bookstore, buy it, and then ship it. And that's another way to get started. You could see what's at a discount out there, and you could flip it online for a profit. Alright, so those were a couple past experiences. Now, let me tell you guys the two main factors that you need to look out for when you're starting to sell. Now that you have the idea, you could sell your own stuff or find things at a bargain price and sell them. Now, the first main factor you have to focus on is what you're actually selling it for, the price that you're listing it. And this is huge. Just because, just to make an example, let's say someone else, you got to look at other sellers, and I'll show you why. If someone else lists something, just to make an example, let's say a book is $20, like even $20. Let's say you have the same exact book. For me personally, I would list it for $19.99. It's a penny cheaper because it would come up before the other seller. It would come up closer to the top of the page. That's the first thing that people will see is your post. This is huge, and I know it worked for me because when I posted something, it could be a textbook, could be a game, could be whatever, sometimes I sell it within like the first 12 hours, sometimes 6 hours of it being up there. Of course, you have to make sure that like it's a popular item. It can't just be like anything like, hey, buy this car if you want. I'm not selling that. That's my Ferrari. But, you know, like it has to be popular so people look for it, of course. But if it is a popular item and you're the first one on it, people are going to pick you. Coming up to the second main factor that you have to focus on is not only your price, but your actual ratings, your reviews, how many stars you have as a seller relating to your customer service and satisfaction. So let me give you a quick example for this, guys. Without telling you a price at all, if there's an item of whatever, let's say this guy, right? The Predator. That's my brother's. If you want it, you're going to have to take it out with him. But let's say there's 2 people selling it. One person has 3 stars, and the other person has 5 stars. You're probably going with the 5-star person because they're more reliable. It has, you know, their history shows they're a better seller. Even if it's a couple bucks more, people are going for the better seller, and everyone looks at reviews these days. So this is a huge factor because you have to make sure your customer is happy. Make sure you ship it correctly. You cannot skimp out on packaging. Make sure you package it well so it gets there in one piece. It's not there all broken and half-assed. You want it for them to receive it perfectly, just like you would want to receive something. Other factors would be shipping it on time so they actually get it when they're expecting to. And of course, if you want to like email them, say like, oh, your package has been shipped, expecting in the next couple days, thank you for your business. Or, you know, anything like that. If they have questions, make sure you answer them. Just be friendly. And another factor, I'll give you a bonus one. So the third factor you have to watch out for, guys, is shipping. Because it gets ridiculously expensive. Now, if you're talking about like small things, like I started out with textbooks, there's a like flat rate for media mail. That's no real problem. You know, video games, the boxes, they're not that big. You could ship them for a few bucks. When you start getting to like the big items, like I shipped an Xbox before, it was like $30, $40, $50. I forgot where it was going, but if it's across the country, obviously it's going to rack up that price. So if you do want to try to maximize your profit, try and do like maybe smaller items. Definitely electronics are smaller or anything like that. Try to avoid the big ones because that's more expensive, obviously. And just so you guys know, Amazon does take a 15% profit or 15% cut of what you sell it for. I believe eBay is the same or similar percentage. So just realize that. But if you want to start somewhere, maybe if you don't want to go on Amazon, you could try like Let Go. It's kind of similar to Craigslist because there's no like percentage cut at all. You're going to have to meet that person and put your life at risk, but there's no cut there. But I personally love Amazon better because you just have a wider audience. You know, Let Go, you might attract people in your area that's localized. However, Amazon is all over the country, so you have more eyeballs on your products. Now, kind of a tip that I've been using throughout the years is look at not only other people's prices, but also their conditions. So if someone like, I don't throw my stuff around, so it's usually like very good, sometimes it's like new. By the way, those are the conditions. It could be acceptable, good, very good, or like new. So when you're comparing to other sellers, let's say someone has like an acceptable condition or a good condition, and yours is very good, you could charge more because it's better than the other guy. So write in the description, just don't like throw it out there and hope someone gets it. let them know exactly what it is. Like, even if it's like unattractive sometimes, let's say you're selling, I don't know, like a phone, and say there's like light scratches on the back or light wear or something like that. It might not sound like the best, but if someone gets that expecting that it's like new, and they see like there's a giant slash from a machete in the back, they're not gonna like that. So tell them exactly what they're getting. Also, don't lie about it. A person's gonna know if it's like, if you're gonna say it's like new, and like the book's cover is hanging off or ripped off, that it's not like new. And that affects your ratings, and that's not helping you in the end. So make sure you put exactly what it is right in there. Use attractive words, use exclamation marks to get people excited, whatever you got to do. This is how you advertise. And if you guys are wondering how you get paid, the money goes into your Amazon account, and I believe it said it takes like 7 days after estimated delivery date. So it takes a week after that. So when you ship it, from that point, it could take like around 2 weeks. Then you could take it out of your Amazon account and deposit it in your bank account. Other quick example of what my brother did actually, he ended up selling a statue like that, not the Predator, but something else. He bought it for 20 bucks. He waited a year and ended up selling it for $200. A ridiculous profit. I had something similar. I had a Godfather poster, statue type of thing. In my older videos, it used to be right here. You could check it out if you want. But I bought that for 20 bucks. Ended up selling it for like 80. So I gave you most of my secrets for selling on Amazon. Of course, I'm not like selling millions, but it is selling. So that's my experience, my tips of how to get started with Amazon. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Start selling. If you want an Xbox, message me.